For the PMP exam, understanding the Agile mindset is more important than memorizing any of the framework. Hi, I'm Vittal Rao, a certified PMP and Agile coach. Almost half of the PMP exam has either Agile or hybrid. So, PMP expects you to think as an Agile leader. I've also added bonus Agile mindset tips in the link to boost your PMP exam preparation. Please subscribe for more PMP exam tips and practice questions. So let's quickly dive more into the Agile mindset. So what is Agile mindset? In simple terms, Agile mindset means being flexible, open to learning, and ready to adapt quickly instead of sticking to a fixed plan. So what does it actually means? Collaboration, continuous improvement, and delivering value step by step. So let's look at a simple real life example. Imagine you are planning a 4-day road trip. As per the traditional mindset, which is fixed plan, what we usually do is we will plan all 4 days trip in advance, including the place and the route. So even though we see a better place, we will not change because we are following a fixed plan and traditional mindset. Whereas when you come to agile mindset, so what we usually do is we will plan first day trip, and based on the changes like traffic and the weather, so we will adapt and implement to remaining days. So in this way, you are open, flexible, and focused on enjoying the trip. So this is the actual value it brings in both real life and as well as your project. Agile Manifesto. So as per the core philosophy, Agile mindset is founded on the 4 values. So for the PMP exam, you must internalize these as the guide for decision making. The 4 Agile values are individuals and interactions or processes and tools. For example, imagine a team is working on mobile application development, and instead of following the processes and tools, what they do is they will follow a daily stand-up call where they can meet up and discuss the impediments and blockers and move ahead quickly. Second one, working product over comprehensive documentation. For example, instead of following a comprehensive documentation, so if there is any changes required, so what the team can do is, so you might be knowing something called as prototype. So if you develop a prototype that will reflect the changes, and immediately it can be showcased to the stakeholders and customers and move forward. Next, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. And whenever a customer asks for a change which might be outside the scope or they might require immediately, in this scenario, instead of saying no or being rigid to a customer, so what Agile follow is you have to collaborate with customer, discuss with them, and we will come to know like what is required, what is good based on the values, and that can also be prioritized and taken it forward. Responding to change over following a plan. This is most important because if you're working on a mobile application development or any application development which is expected to be released in market in other 6 to 8 months, so what happens, there might be changes because markets are always evolving and it is not static, it's so dynamic. So based on the dynamics of the market, we are supposed to change the plan and move forward in order to be competitive in the market. So these are 4 main values which is used in Agile. People over processes. Agile values people more than tools or strict processes. Teams are self-organizing, empowered, and trusted. For example, if a team member is stuck in a problem, instead of asking him to follow the process and wait for the approval, so what the team can do is they can collaborate and resolve the problem quickly so that they can proceed. Let's look at an exam tip. If the question shows a team struggling, the correct answer usually involves coaching, collaboration, and servant leadership. Deliver value early and continuously. Agile focuses on delivering small but valuable increments quickly. The customer can see the product early and provide feedback. Exam tip. If the customer wants to see progress, choose answers like deliver a working increment or show a prototype. Welcome and embrace change. Agile doesn't resist change. It welcomes change even late in project. This helps teams build the right product, not just follow the plan. Exam tip. If new requirements come in, reprioritize the backlog, not reject the change. Fail fast, learn faster. Short cycles help teams identify issues early. Retrospective help teams inspect what worked and what didn't. Exam tip. When performance is declining, run a retrospective and adapt the processes. Transparency and visibility. Agile teams make work visible. There are several reports for that. For example, Kanban boards, burn down charts, and daily stand-ups. And stakeholders always should know the real status. Exam tip. If stakeholders feel in the dark or if they are not clear of what is happening, the right action is to increase transparency, not write long reports. Customer collaboration. Customers are part of the development journey. Product owner prioritizes features based on the feedback. Exam tip. When the customer disagrees or has confusion, the next action would be to collaborate and not to rely on contracts or blame. Prioritization and value focus. Agile teams work on highest value items first. Tools like Moscow and WSJF. Must have, absolutely essential, project fails without this. And should have, important but not critical, can be delivered later if needed. And could have is nice to have, adds value but not required. And last one is won't have, not doing in this release and maybe later. All these are related to Moscow. And when it comes to WSJF, it is weighted shortest job first. In simple terms, you can remember this as high value, short time as do it first, and low value, long time, do it later. Exam tip. If asked what to work on next, choose highest business value items. Servant leadership. Agile leaders remove blockers and support the team. They don't micromanage. Exam tip. If the team is blocked, pick remove impediments or coach the team. Continuous improvement. Agile uses inspect and adapt loops. Every iteration brings a chance to improve. Exam tip. If quality issues repeat, improve the definition of done or update the process. Sustainable pace and built-in quality. Agile avoids burnout. Quality. Let's look at how quality is implemented in traditional projects. So quality is a separate phase when it's implemented in traditional projects. Whereas in Agile, quality is not tested later. It's built into every step. Exam tip. If the team is overworked, choose options that protect sustainable pace. Agile Manifesto Values. Let's summarize whatever we have discussed till now with respect to Agile mindset. Customer value first. Always deliver what gives maximum value to the customer. Embrace change. Change is welcome, even late in development. Iterative and incremental delivery. Work is delivered in small chunks. Collaboration over contracts. Close collaboration with customers and teams. Self-organizing teams. Teams decide how to do the work. Servant leadership. Leaders remove impediments and support the team. Transparency and visibility. Everyone should know what's going on. Continuous improvement. Regular retrospectives to learn and improve. Deliver fast. Get feedback faster. Short cycles help identify issues early. Focus on quality built in. Quality is not tested at the end. Limit work in progress. Avoid multitasking. Finish something before starting new work. Value flow over utilization. Flow of value, keeping people 100% busy. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. See you in next video.